Opening shot, a sleek Hyundai Grand i10 Nios parked in daylight, camera pans slowly. Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most popular hatchbacks in India, the Hyundai Grand i10 Nios. Whether you're planning to buy one or just love knowing what makes a car tick, we're breaking down its main components, key features, and even giving you a ballpark estimate on the prices of those parts. Stick around till the end for a bonus tip on how to save big on maintenance. Let's get started with what's under the hood. The Grand i10 Nios comes with multiple engine options: a 1.2 litres petrol engine, a 1.2 litres diesel, discontinued in many variants now, and even a CNG variant. The petrol engine delivers around 83 PS and 114 Nm torque, which makes it a solid performer for both city and highway rides. If you ever need to replace the engine, expect a cost of around a superscript 1.5 to a superscript 2.5 lakhs, depending on the variant and labor charges. Moving on to the transmission. You get two options: a 5-speed manual and a 5-speed AMT. The manual gearbox is reliable and smooth, but if convenience is your priority, the AMT does a decent job. Transmission replacement could cost you between a superscript 160,000 to a superscript 1.2 lakh, depending on the type. Now, let's talk about suspension. The front uses McPherson struts while the rear has a coupled torsion beam axle. These are tuned well for Indian roads, offering a balanced ride. If you ever need to replace the front suspension assembly, you might be looking at around a superscript 115,000 to a superscript 120,000. Rear suspension could cost about a superscript 110,000 to a superscript 115,000. Let's look at the brakes. The Grand i10 Nios features disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. Disc replacements generally cost around a superscript 14,000 to a superscript 16,000 per set, while the rear drums would be slightly cheaper at about a superscript 12,000 to a superscript 13,500. ABS sensors, if damaged, can cost a superscript 13,000 to a superscript 15,000 each. Now moving inside, one of the highlights is the 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It also has a rear view camera and steering-mounted controls. If you need to replace the entire unit, you're looking at around a superscript 130,000 to a superscript 140,000. The instrument cluster is semi-digital, showing useful info like fuel efficiency, range, and gear shift indicators. This cluster could cost a superscript 110,000 to a superscript 115,000 to replace, depending on the variant. The AC system is manual in lower variants and automatic in the higher trims. Compressor failure could set you back by a superscript 112,000 to a superscript 118,000, while smaller parts like blower motors or filters are relatively affordable, around a superscript 12,000 to a superscript 15,000. Onto the exterior. The headlamps are halogen in base trims and projector types in higher variants. projector headlamps can cost a superscript 17,000 to a superscript 110,000 per unit, while tail lamps go for about a superscript 12,500 to a superscript 14,000. ORVMs with electric adjustment and indicators are usually around a superscript 13,000 to a superscript 15,000 each. Wheels. Next, i10 Nios offers 14-inch steel wheels in base trims and 15-inch alloys in top trims. A single alloy wheel could cost you around a superscript 16,000 to a superscript 18,000. Tires, depending on brand and size, are priced around a superscript 14,000 to a superscript 16,000 each. Now, the battery aids a 12 volts unit, typically costing around a superscript 14,000 to a superscript 16,000 depending on the brand. Life expectancy is around 3 to 4 years, so it's a good idea to keep an eye on it during service. Speaking of service, regular maintenance every 10,000 kilometers will cost around a superscript 13,500 to a superscript 16,000, including oil change, filters, and inspection. Hyundai's service network is strong, and costs are fairly affordable. If you're into safety, the Nios has dual airbags standard, with higher trims offering side airbags as well. Airbag replacement is costly. A 1 unit could cost a superscript 15,000 to a superscript 125,000 including labor. And now a quick mention of the body and paint. A full repaint job, if needed, could cost around a superscript 125,000 to a superscript 140,000. Individual panel replacements like bumpers or doors vary. A bumpers are around a superscript 14,000 to a superscript 17,000. Doors can be upwards of a superscript 110,000 each. Before we wrap up, here's that bonus tip: if you're buying a new Grand i10 Nios or even a used one, consider opting for Hyundai's extended warranty and maintenance package. It might cost you a bit up front, but it will definitely save you thousands in the long run. So there you have it, a complete breakdown of the Hyundai Grand i10 Nios, from engine to infotainment. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth automotive content. Drop a comment below if you own an Nios. Let us know your experience and any tips you'd like to share with fellow viewers.